Hello, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Nadia. I'm a Vedic astrologer. Thank you so much for coming up today to listen to our latest broadcast about the upcoming 1 week period, which between 11th of November until 18th of November. As usual, I will divide my explanation into several parts, and the timestamp will be in the description box along with my personal details. If you're interested to book a personal reading with me, and we are now open to receive bookings and consultations for annual horoscope 2026. Please check out my link below, or you can reach out to me directly via social media platforms. Okay, so this week is a lemonade week. Okay, we can see here there are two planets here just moving retrograde starting from 11th of November, right? And we're gonna divide it that Jupiter is starting from 11th of November until 10th of March, okay, 2026. And then we have Mercury here is lemonading or technically retrograding until 29th of November. All right. So Jupiter here has a good 5 to 6 months. This is less than 6 months, of course. 4 or 5 months we can say. And then we have Mercury here is for the whole 1 week period, 3 weeks period, all right, throughout the month of November. This is can be quite chaotic energy in general, all right? I spoke about it before, and I made a post before also on my Instagram, and I just explained like it's slightly dangerous or a bit unsettled energy when we have Moksha Trikona being activated. Okay, if you are my student, yeah, I've been talking about this a lot and how much I emphasize about the water element in the chart because it shows the aspect that we really do not have a lot of control over it, and it's more kind of connected to the divine intervention on it, all right? So it's more as a higher realm kind of houses or zodiac sign. So you will notice wherever that water placement in your chart, it just things happen unexpectedly, or it's just like out of your control, right? So let's say, for example, the Pisces here govern your 10th house. That means jobs comes to you unexpectedly. You lose the job unexpectedly. You're starting a business and then ups and down on it. But definitely there is that tangible and meaning and essence into it that you know that this is what divine want. So whatever that water placement in your chart, there is a strong implement into the divine desire on it. Okay, so this is the houses that you do not have a lot of control over it, because it's like an easy flow of how the destiny will come up to you. Okay, this is number one. Number two, water also element, it has to do with dissolving things, ending things, transformation, right? Because the fact that Scorpio here and Pisces, both of them are governing the natural Dushtana houses. Therefore, their natural Dushtana zodiac sign or Rashis, right? By itself, it's indicate a lot of unsettled energy kind of restored in the Scorpio and Pisces, right? Maybe less into Cancer. Cancer is much more settled, but still there is that emotion there, like wavery because of the moon movement. But one of the most intense, you can say, it will be Scorpio and Pisces. Okay, now what's happening is that if you can see here that we have Jupiter is retrograding in Cancer, and then Mercury here also retrograding in Scorpio. And we have already Saturn here retrograding in Pisces. So you can say that these houses in your chart, you won't have a control over it, and there will be significant and major changes in these sections in your life. So you need to see where exactly the water element in your chart, because it will be hyperly sensitive and hyperactive. Again, it will depend in which houses exactly. Therefore, your focus, your mental and emotional kind of investment will be always into these houses. So let's say, for example, you have a Cancer as ascendant. That means you could be mentally unstable, right? Let's say, for example, Mercury governing the 6th house. That means you could be overthinking about your issues. So it wouldn't be one thing. It will be the whole 3 houses in your chart that you feel like, oh my God, suddenly I have a lot in my plate. Okay. Now, If we want to break it down, okay, we can see here that Jupiter will be moving back to Gemini, okay, around the end of December, early December actually. It will be moving back to Gemini. It can settle a bit the energy, but because the fact that Jupiter here, we call it as a baby as degree, okay? In the Western they call it as a critical degree, 0 point. When we have a planet in 0, it means that I do have a high potential to give very significant result, right? Because I'm still new here. I'm trying to learn what exactly I want to unfold for you, correct? What exactly my karma is like a baby. I'm just learning how to eat, how to walk, how to do things, right? But now there is that restrained energy where that baby or that child will restrict him, will limit his movement. So there will be definitely energy of restless. But that restlessness can end up being a rebellious restlessness, correct? This is the same thing in Jupiter here. It can indicate that energy of low drum because it's Punarvasu. A lot of fights, a lot of conflict can happen, a lot of mental and emotional shifting during this period going on because it's falling into Nakshatra of Punarvasu. Something maybe you have done in the past, or maybe I don't know, some instant karma, you can say, yeah. It can come up to you during this period because Jupiter retrograding exactly in the Punarvasu nakshatra, right? Now, in regards to Saturn, I do believe we spoke about it at the beginning of the year. I will put the link on it in the description box. Now, coming to Mercury. Now, Mercury here is the planet of communication, intellectual skill, information, right? Giving things out, thinking. It's more as a practical kind of planet here. So you put it back into the zodiac sign of Scorpio. So Mercury here will start to reveal things. So maybe I will start to reveal things in letting things get exposed, letting things just abruptly coming out there, here and there. Some hidden aspect about people life, people emotion, or maybe things or books you thought that it closed. Now because of Mercury being here, it's open back again. Because listen, there are things here that you are not done yet with it. You need to come up and check it out. Okay, so Mercury here, it's very, very, very intense, especially because it's sitting with Mars. That means there is that energy of aggression, right? And wanting to push through the things. Therefore, when the info comes to us or when the thought comes to us, we're not gonna double think about it. We just directly go and get that done, right? And again, especially because Jupiter here is in 0 degree, as if we think that we have that wisdom enough, as if we think we have that information enough, knowledge enough in order for us to act accordingly, which not gonna be the case. Whether it's the case or not, again, when it fall into the Trikona of Moksha houses or water element, you will not have a lot of control over it. Okay, so I will break it down for every zodiac sign now. Okay, but I will combine it as an overall energy here of the Trikona because this energy can be really carrying on with you for another 1 month period. Okay, so you can see how things will unfold with you within 1 month, not necessarily to be November only. Okay, so let's say, for example, here we have for Aries, we can see the Trikona, or we can say Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. Obviously, the water element will be falling into your own moksha houses, right? So let's say, for example, or let me just do it one by one here. If we can say here we have an Aries, so the moksha Trikona will be actually your 4th, 8th, and 12th house, right? So it shows that there can be some mental and emotional turbulence here, some hidden aspect related to whom family may show up. Something was really bothering you when it comes to your mental and emotional state can show up during this time, right? It can also shows that the person will have a tendency to just isolate and detach because they feel mentally, emotionally unstable. It can also show a strong desire to visit pilgrimage or spiritual places and just traveling to just like for them to have that some sort of peace of mind. Mercury here with Jupiter definitely indicates some hidden truth about home, marriage, something related to the asset of the family can show up during this time. Maybe one of the family members hides something, now it will come and reveal itself, or vice versa, you were hiding something from someone. Now people will get to know about it. Okay, if been fighting for something related to property, home, stability of the house, then during this time, things may start to reveal itself in order for you to rectify the situation. Okay, good luck for Aries. Now, coming into Taurus. Now, coming for Taurus here, we can see that the water element will be falling into karma houses. So the karma houses will has to do with your desire, relationship, marriage, right? A companionship, friendship, and also your professional network circle. Something in that sector will start to activate itself again. So number one, what we can see here, maybe misunderstanding, miscommunication with people around you can be quite common, all right? Maybe misunderstanding even with your partner, some old relationship, old connection may come up itself right now again, right? So maybe even old thoughts, let's say for example, to reach out to someone that you cut off from in the past, it can show up itself during this time. Okay, it can also indicate unexpected revelation of what exactly you really want, or maybe rectification of desires that you used to want in life. Now things will just start to reshuffle for you to say like, well, I wanted A, now because of this I start to desire something else, which is B. Okay, or could be also that the A comes to you, you can manifest it because heavy karma, that means something related to your desire may come true, but it may not be as you want it to be. Now it's your choice whether you want to take it or you want to leave it or you want to rectify it, or what's the plan now. Okay, so it's more into deep self-reflection of your self-esteem, self-confidence, how you see people, how you want people to be with you, and etc. etc. Okay, so good luck for Taurus. Now, coming to Gemini. So for Gemini here, we can see that the water element will be falling into your Artha Trikona. Okay, that means your second, sixth, and 10th house has to do with your career, responsibility, finance, right? Money, saving, etc. This period can indicate there can be a major transformation and change in your workplace, right? Your workplace, your colleagues, or maybe the way how you work, the way how you give that art or that cultivation in your work, right? It shows there will be a change in the style. Maybe you'll be realizing something, maybe you will be adding something, removing something. Something has to do definitely with enhancement here. Okay, you need to be careful with your task and duty, so you're not double, triple you doing it. Okay, redo it. It shows also that you need to be careful with misunderstanding, miscommunication among people around you. You will find that people around you may start to do mistakes, do some trouble, and there you are the one who need to fix the situation. It's gonna be very common during this time, right? That one also need to be rectified. High expenses. Now, high expenses here does not indicate that you will be the one who's spending it or some issue happened, some issue happened, that's why you're spending, but it's more as, I just want to relax my mind, I just want to have that chill time. So that's why I start to spend on doing things without double think about it, or maybe neglecting your own responsibilities because you feel like I'm tired, right? So I think finding a balance here between your responsibilities and what you want and desire will be very important for the upcoming 1 month. Okay, so good luck for Gemini. Now, coming to Cancer. So for Cancer here, of course, because you're gonna be the star of the show, one of the stars, right? You have set Scorpio and Pisces also will give the same energy here. Cancer and Scorpio, Pisces will be falling into your Dharma Trikona. This can be one of the most sensitive periods throughout the year, okay? This month and next month. Because Dharma usually has to do with doing right thing, wrong thing. What is your karma? You will get it. What exactly you're supposed to do, what not supposed to do. You're supposed to be here, you're not supposed to be there. All of this somehow, somewhere will start to activate itself in every single sector in your life. Okay, So let's say, for example, you're supposed to get married, you're supposed to have a relationship. You most probably will be able to manifest that in this and next month. Something will be finalized about it. You're supposed to get a job. You will get that. You're supposed to travel. You will get that. You're supposed to have maybe, I don't know, maybe supportive plan placement for you to get a job. You may get it during this period, right? So it will kind of like rearrange, you can say, the way how your life is, because the ascendant here means that this is me, this is my existence as a soul. The fifth house here has to do with your good merit from the past life will start to activate itself, right? And then the ninth house here, it shows something that automatically is supposed to happen, or your luck and abundant, okay? Because it's the window of your D9 chart. So this can be a very karmic period for you. So you may feel mentally, emotionally disturbed. You may feel mentally, emotionally uneasy. You may feel that everything just falling apart and all over the place. But no, it's all because that the divine is trying to rectify and rearrange your life to be the best version of yourself. Correct? As much as maybe for Cancer is not really dangerous, but at the same time you may feel like true enough everything just right in front of you just falling apart and things just shaking up in your life in every single sector could applicable. Okay, so good luck for Cancer. Now coming to Leo. Okay, so for Leo here is almost the same as we explained before Aries, and it will be also the same for Sagittarius. All right, so you can listen to both of them if you feel connected. All right, so for the Leo here, the water element will be falling into your actual moksha houses. All right, the 4th house, 8th house, 12th house. This can be slightly uneasy placement because both of your dushtana will be activated. Okay, so that means you need to be careful. Be careful with your communication. Be careful with how you are interacting with others. Be careful to understand exactly what is your comfort zone, what is not your comfort zone. Be careful with your own mental and emotional state. Okay, because dushtana being active, sometimes people can think in different way because they feel drawn into it because of their emotion, or they can act and behave in the wrong way because of their emotion. So you gotta be careful with that, right? Again, some hidden aspect related to family, relationship, marriage, partnership here may start to reveal itself, right? Unexpected kind of how can I say this? High expenses, you can say expenses, or maybe change in the dynamic of the home, family around you can happen also during this time. All right, so it can really trigger mainly your mental and emotional peace, because moksha house is usually house of isolation. We usually do not really reveal it to people or subconscious mind. This thing will start to get triggered within you. Maybe life can be very peaceful, but something inside of you just keep triggering you to do something or act or just say stay quiet and silent. All right, so be careful. So good luck for Leo. Now coming to Virgo. Okay, so for Virgo here, we have the water element is governing the karma, Trikona. Karma usually has to do with, again, is almost the same that how we explained for Gemini, okay? If you feel connected to this, you may, not Gemini, sorry, with Taurus. If you're connected to this, please also listen for Taurus and Capricorn, right? Karma Trikona has to do with the desires, communication, self-esteem, self-confidence, people around you, right? Your connection with them. Therefore, it shows there can be a change in your desires in upcoming 1.5 month period. So let's say, for example, I wanted A to be the thing for me, but maybe you got that A and then suddenly you will change your mind out. Well, maybe that's not what I wanted, like I thought this is the one for me, but maybe it's just not. Or maybe it's the same thing with the relationship and partnership. I thought I wanted this and end up to be that. Or maybe that end up to be this. So some reshuffle here has to do with how you're perceiving others, how you want, what do you want from others, how others want to receive from you. These type of things will start to change. Your communication style will change. Your interaction with others start to change. All right? Your self-esteem, self-confidence, how you deal with others, again, it will change during this time. right? It could be also that wish fulfillment during this period. Something you wanted, it comes. But when it comes, there might be that sense of like, well, I don't know, but something just missing here. I need to do something about it. So it can really doubt. Let me give you that doubt of in which direction I am working on and what exactly my goals in life. All right. So good luck for Virgo. Now, coming to Libra. So for Libra, it will be almost the same, activating your Artha Trikona. Okay, so if you want, you can listen also to Gemini because you may able to relate to it. So Artha Trikona has to do with your work, duties, responsibilities, finance, asset, and money. Right? Therefore, you may actually experience some inconveniences, reshuffle, changes in your workplace. It can also show good opportunities. Good opportunities may come to you, good increment may come to you, money may come to you, business can flourish, but at the same time, there can be extra responsibilities come up to you, sorry. There can be enemies, opposition suddenly come up. There will be repetition of some job or some work or some task will come up to you, right? So as much as things can be moving correctly, but there will be things that you need to keep repeating it again and again and again in order for you to get what you want, right? Misunderstanding, miscommunication with people among the workplace, it will be common during this time. You just need to be careful. High expenses can happen because of your own impulsive kind of action decisions. All right, maybe I just feel like I'm fed up, I'm stressed, I want to do this, I want to do that, buy this, buy that. So you will end up having extra expenses. So you gotta be careful of that, right? But otherwise, it's supposed to be absolutely fine period. Okay. So good luck for Libra. Now, coming to Scorpio. So for Scorpio, will be almost the same as what I explained for Cancer people, and the same for the Pisces, right? If you can relate to this, you can refer to that also, all right? So again, as I mentioned in the Cancer, will activate your Dharma, Trikona, something that you're destined to do, something that you're destined to have, something you will be destined to lose, okay? Because it's Dharma, you will have no control over it, all right? Doing right thing or getting the bad thing, it will be all depend on your divine. The ascendant shows that the souls exist. The fifth house shows the past life merit. The ninth house shows the merit of this lifetime that you're going to create for yourself, right? Therefore, it shows that you can feel like my life is just falling apart, things just not working out, things may be just all over the place for me. But the point here to just stay calm and be careful and do not react out of it, all right? It at the same time also, it can indicate at the same time also, it can indicate a period where your wishes can get fulfilled during this time, right? So maybe things that you were wishing for, things that you were working hard for it, suddenly somehow some will come to you. Getting married suddenly, getting jobs suddenly, traveling suddenly, all right? Buying a house, selling a house. Again, it can be in any sector because why? It's in the main your Dharma Trikonas, all right? So good luck for Scorpio. Now, talking about Sagittarius. So for Sagittarius here, it is almost the same as Aries and Leo. Okay, so if you want to refer and listen to these sections or zodiac sign, you can relate to it. All right, it will be governing your own actual okay, it will be activating your own and actual moksha houses. Such combination usually indicate that something related to your mental and emotional state can feel a bit triggered. Something about home and family can be changing. Something about revealing the truth about this sector can be happening during this time. High expenses because of the home, high expense because of traveling of the home. Someone is coming in, someone is leaving the house. In that kind of segment, things can happen, right? But is it bad thing or good thing? I don't think so. But you may feel a bit like, oh my God, I feel drained. My energy just finished off and I'm just like feeling tired because of all of this new responsibilities suddenly come up to me in the home and the house and family segment. Okay. So good luck for Sagittarius. So we can see that the water element will be governing your karma houses, all right? So you can listen back to Taurus and Virgo because you might be able to relate to this. So karma houses has to do with our desires, wish fulfillment, all right? Relationship, partnership, your self-esteem, your self-confidence, effort, communication, etc. So this is a very much obvious combination that it shows there will be some changes in this sector. So you may expect, for example, people may come back into your life, people may be leaving in your life. Yeah, maybe you feel like to reach out to people that you lost connection with, and vice versa. At the same time, people lost connection with you many years, etc. They may come up into your life during this period. Okay, but at the same time, you need to be careful with the aspect related to miscommunication, misunderstanding, because it can be quite common. And due to the fact that karma has to do with our desires and wish fulfillment, during this time, it's either can be one of the two. Either you will be able to gain something, all right? Gain something, some wish fulfillment here and there, something you've been working hard for it will come to you. But there will be always that internal doubt whether this is what I really want or actually I need to change something here. Or at the same time, something you already have, you will just realize that I lost this thing, or maybe I may not want this anymore. I was expecting A, but I got B, or even if I was expecting B to come and indeed I got the B, but now I was thinking, what if I go to option A or B now is just not thrilling anymore, or maybe this is not something that I want. Okay, so there will be a lot of reshuffle here, a reflection of what exactly you want, what exactly you need, and how you want to go about it, okay, in upcoming period. Perhaps the clarity may not come to you right now, but maybe once the planets moves direct, again, Saturn will move direct around the end of this month itself, all right? The end of the 2 months or beginning of December. Same thing for Mercury, will be moving direct at the end of this month. Perhaps you will start to get that clarity more, what type of adjustment you need in order for you to maintain whatever you get during this time, or if you're really ready to let it go and manifest something else. Definitely, this is a segment and sector that lets you question yourself. What do you really want? Okay, so good luck for Capricorn. Now, coming into Aquarius. For Aquarius, if you feel connected to this explanation, please listen to Gemini and Libra because you might be able to correlate too. All right. We can see here that the Moksha Trikona or water element is governing your second, fourth, sixth, and 10th house. This shows a strong combination connected to your work, all right, finance, responsibility, issues, problems that may start to get activate itself during this period. You may witness a lot of reshuffle or changes among the colleagues or people that you're working with, right? Or maybe there will be a lot of ups and downs in the office. People are just not feeling happy about it or reshuffling. This is go to there, this is go to that. Misunderstanding, miscommunication will be very, very much common during this time. All right. If let's say you actually wanting to get a job, all right, you may get a job during this period too because of the retrograde combination that we have. But at the same time, you need to be careful with enemies opposition that may show up to you unexpectedly during this time, and also high expenses that you may not notice and not aware of it until all the planet goes direct. All right. It will be more as you mismanaging your finance, you the one who kind of maybe overspending. So you just need to be careful that everything is set. All right. Now, good luck for Aquarius. For Pisces. For Pisces here, we can see it's almost the same for Cancer and Scorpio. If you are able to relate to this, please listen to Cancer and Scorpio also, all right? So it will be activating your Dharma Trikona, okay? So Dharma Trikona, which is your lagna, that's mean showing off that you exist as a human being, right? And then we have here as a fifth house, which means the past life merit that you must attain and get in this lifetime. Number 9, luck and abundance that you will create for yourself in this lifetime. All right. So this combination shows that anything right now in any segment in your life can get activated and you may get things. You want to get a new job, you want to be able, you want to get married, you may find the love of your life, right? You want I don't know, maybe your business to bloom, all right? Or maybe you want to change locations, buying a house, selling a house, whatever it is. Actually, you may be able to get it if it's actually written in the star and is destined for you, because dharma houses usually shows whatever is destined for you, you'll be able to get it during this time. So this is like a very much activation of what exactly you need to attain in this lifetime. Okay. But the only thing that you need to be careful of is your mental and emotional state, because at one point you will feel that everything in my life is just so wobbly at this stage. All right, everything just chaotic, everything just does not work out with me, I don't know what's going on, etc. You will feel yourself mentally, emotionally a bit drained. But guess what? This discomfort, in order for you to gain and attain whatever gonna be comfortable with you for the next few years of your life. So whatever happened during this time, it will be pretty much part of your destiny to get it, to end it, or to transform it. Okay, so you gotta be patient and have a faith on God, right? Now, before we close up the summary here, one thing I would like to emphasize: when you are reading for your chart, please listen from your perspective of your ascendant, okay, aka your lagna, and also dasha lord, okay, dasha lord. So let's say, for example, you are actually Libra lagna, so you definitely will be listening from Libra. Plus, let's say you are going to dasha of Shani, so you'll be making Shani as lagna here, okay, and then you would read from it. So in this case, you'll be reading from Libra and Pisces. Okay, so thank you so much for your time. Thank you for listening. This period can be one of the most intense period, I would say, for the whole 2025, compared with even March and April, when we had a mega cluster in Pisces. So that was something. Now is a something else. That is more into Piscean energy, which means I am centralized myself into one direction. But right now we have the whole three element here, or sorry, the three zodiac sign to which creating a triangle, right? It's being active. So wherever that water element in your chart, definitely it's gonna be the major theme that you are thinking of at this stage in your life. Okay, take a good care of yourself. Please stay good and be good. See you soon. Bye bye.